Every emotion is okay. It's okay to have any emotion because every emotion is the one life force. Every thought, every feeling, every appearance is the one life force. And I'd rather say zero because it's absolutely nothing. Energy, God, universe, these labels we slap on this absolute nothingness that is appearing as every thought, feeling, and sensation. But some sensations feel different than other sensations, and that's okay. But when there is a centerpiece inside this body, when there is a personal identity appearing, it wants to have a conversation with the trauma, with the emotions, with whatever is appearing. It wants to find out, well, why is this appearance happening? Why is this emotion happening? Why did this thought happen? And where did it come from? There's always an explanation and a definition for the neutrality of what is. You see, we don't recognize that everything is actually neutral, completely neutral. Sadness is neutral. Anger is neutral. Joy is neutral. It's same, if you will. If you don't like the word neutral, it's just equality. It's equanimous. There's not a hierarchy in emotions, and there's not a hierarchy in thought. Now, if we ask the personal self, it would say, yes, there's a hierarchy. Obviously, joy is way better than sadness. You see, and that's just the personal self's stance and belief systems. And that is why it's always playing tug of war with the mind and the heart, you could say. It's a tug of war of emotions. It's a tug of war of sensations. It's a tug of war of polarities, which is duality. And it's not wrong because what is appearing as duality is God, you could say. And that's not even truth because God is just a concept. It's just a label. We're talking about energy. And so most of the time, if we've come from religious backgrounds, spiritual circles, we'll say God or the infinite, the beloved. And they're just labels. It's okay. It's not right or wrong, but it doesn't care what you label it. You could call it polka dots if you wanted to. Nonetheless, everything is that is appearing. But the pickle for the person is I am separate. This sadness is telling me I've done something wrong. This anxiety is telling me I'm doing something wrong. I'm not in the right place or right time, so I need to fix this anxiety, or I need to alter things outside of myself so I can get rid of the anxiety. And so true awakening, you could say, is the end of manipulating your emotions or trying to mantra your way out of a depressive energy. These things may work, sure, mantras, meditations, handstands, yodeling for a little bit, but that contracted energy of seeking always re-emerges. That contracted energy of seeking that re-emerges is what we call personal identity. And it's not just a thought. That's why mantras don't just work. That's why changing your thoughts just doesn't work, because personal identity isn't just a thought. It's an energy. It's a contracted energy. You could say it's a seed state, the seed state of an apple, right? Everything starts as a seed, seemingly. And so when the seed is ready to bust, when the dream is ready to dissolve, it dissolves naturally and spontaneously without personal will or volition, because personal will is a dream. There is no control. Just like you're not controlling your heartbeat or the blood rushing through your body or your hormones right now. And so the dream is self-consciousness. The dream is, I am aware of myself. I am aware that I am here and I'm on a path and I'm leading myself to a destination. That's the dream, and it's not wrong. And even after it's recognized that there is no separate self, there is still a story. There's still a movie, but for no one, you could say. So things are still appearing, but for no one. And there's no longer the fearful control of I have to change my reality. I have to change myself so I can feel better, find fulfillment, find enlightenment, find freedom. And really, in a nutshell, this message is saying your freedom appearing as a questioner, your freedom appearing as sadness, your freedom appearing as joy, your freedom appearing as a human. That's how free you are. But personal identity is never free. The person is never free. The person never reaches enlightenment. The person never finds liberation. what seems to happen is the person stops appearing, meaning the questioner, the manipulator, the controller, the one who wants to understand and know and figure this out. It just stops appearing. All of this is ordinary and simple. The illusion is I have to find home. I have to find heaven. It's just an illusion. It's just a mirage. You'd say it's the beloved looking for itself. It's the beloved playing this game with itself. But you are already home. Only dreaming you're looking for home. This is not something that can be understood through the noggin. It can only be resolved in the heart. None of this makes sense. But something can resonate with this. And what resonates with this message is not the person. It's not the mind. It's not the energy of dream. I love you. Namaste.